Steve and I have a 2012 Honda Accord here in the shop, and we're getting ready to do an oil change on it. We'll show you what's involved with doing it, and at the end of the video, we'll list all the tools that we used as well as the oil. This car actually has a 2.4 engine in it.
All right, so we got our Honda Accord here, 2012. We're going to do an oil change, 17 millimeter socket. Crack the drain plug loose. It's hot. It's going to make a little splash here. Our filter's right next to the drain plug, easily accessible.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
All right, so we got a small oil filter wrench to grab onto this oil filter, crack it loose. Let it drain down. Check to make sure our oil O-ring was came off, and we put a little clean oil on this. Now we're going to screw this back on, and as long as you get it on nice and hand tight, you want to give it a quarter turn, you can. It's in a great spot where,
Yeah, it's nice.
I know it's tight there. All right, so we're looking at our drain plug and make sure our gasket is nice and clean and it's there, and it is. We're going to give the pan a little wipe, make sure there's no debris. Okay, it's clean. Tighten up the plug. Give it a nice little crank. You don't have to kill it. Okay, so we get that done. All right, so we're cracking the oil cap loose.
Oil cap says it uses 0W20.
Let's see what the oil level says. And then we'll start it and run it and recheck it. Okay, it's up to the 3/4 mark there. So we're gonna run it, see, we might put a half a quart in it.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is that oil filter is going to fill up with oil, so it'll make the level come down a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's put the cap on, we'll run it for a minute, and we'll recheck
Check
it.
for leaks, make sure there's no leak.
And there's no leaks under the car, everything looks good.
So we're rechecking the oil level after we ran it. And let's see where it is. So looks like it's dropped down. We're gonna throw that, we're gonna put the other cord in it. It's dropped down to the first dot there, where my thumbnail is. So we'll get the last cord in it. Tighten the cap up good. Do our final oil check, level check. Wipe it. Put it back in. Okay, it's right in the middle. Just about up to the, it's about 3/4 to the dot.
And that's where you want to be, at the top.
You want to be in the middle or towards the top a little bit.
Yep. Okay, so tools and oil that we used, we needed 5 quarts of 0 weight -20, an oil filter, a funnel to put the oil in, oil filter, we used an STP one, and a ratchet with a 17 millimeter socket, oil filter wrench, and the flashlight.